Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do the weekly general reading for the collective. So it's not tied to any specific zodiac sign. You guys know, as always, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that the energy is vice versa or interchangeable. And time, as well as the energy, is fluid. So you guys know, just know your timeline. This could be energy you already went through, energy that may be to come for you, or energy you're currently going through right now. Know that, again, it is a general reading. It's not a personal. So don't take what's not yours. And let's see what's going on for the week. Let's see what messages need to come through for those who may need a message, want a message. In regards to guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding. What message do we need? I'm starting out with the Psychic Tarot. I'm then going to use the Chinese Tarot to clarify. And the guidance or advice is going to come from the Angel Answers deck. Just tapping in and seeing, feeling out the energy. See what is going on. As I'm recording this, the sun is in Taurus and the moon is finishing out in Taurus, and I hope I said the sun in Virgo, but the moon is, on its way out of Taurus, moving into Gemini. So we're just gonna do one more. And let's see what's going on today. And what's to come for the week. The Sun card has been heavy. It's been hot. I will say that. So bottom of the deck we have lights, which to me, is the Sun card energy. It speaks to life, vitality. Like I almost feel like a new beginning. It is a 19, so it breaks down to a 10, which is, the ending of cycles. But I also feel like, whether it was some type of enlightenment that you've had or someone in regards to you, person, place, or thing, or situation, either some light is being shown to you or on a situation. But I just feel like there's some type of awareness that may have, for some of you, I'm strongly feeling like you've had some type of awakening. And then we have, patience, which is like the Temperance card. So for some of you, you're waiting for some type of, enlightenment information. Clarity. You could be looking for clarity, searching for some type of clarity in the situation. And what I'm getting off of that Temperance card is, just be patient. Some of you could be, waiting on, you see she has a seed in her hand, like waiting to see, almost like the fruit from seeds you have planted. And, it takes sun for, things to grow. So for some of you, you're just needing to just be a little bit more patient. Some of you, I'm trying to see, like, I feel like you're trying to see whether if the seed you've planted were, you know, good or bad. And it's something here with the moon phases, you know, so we are in Virgo season, which is looked at as like, you know, harvest time. Ooh, but let's see what comes out. What messages do we need? Ooh. What messages do we need? And I was gonna say it like before I even started doing this reading, when I sat down in the chair, like I could just feel a whole lot of energy just sitting right here in my heart space. Because the heart chakra card came right out. Let me get one more. Wow. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we have, wow, and I just seen this. Son, this is crazy. We have prosperity begins. So like I said, some of you guys could be waiting and, you know, waiting to see the fruits of your labor in this situation. Then we have movement, choices, and decisions. The heart chakra, wisdom, and then bottom of the deck we have recognition and rewards. So truthfully, we have the 1, 2, and it's like 3 of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Like I said, some of you are truly in an energy of, you know, waiting to see if the seeds that you've planted, like where they are going to lead you. Some of you are, you know, looking for some type of reward or recognition. And you may, you know, be getting it via, you know, information and intuition coming through the crown chakra. Some of you could be working on your crown chakra. But I want to say it was the Weekend Vibe video where I said, you know, you're trying to, you know, get your head and your heart into balance. And then up under that, we have the 8 of Wands, which is like, or excuse me, the 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. So some of you have, you know, worked on, you know, healing or balancing out your chakras. You know, I'm getting like a very humble energy. And this crown chakra card goes over here. A very humbled energy. Because it's almost like what I'm feeling is like through your heart chakra and the energy of that space, you've gained some type of, you know, wisdom, or you will be, or you're learning how to move out of the heart chakra and to like almost surrender the mind being so in the upper realms. And that is what is, you know, what you've been working on, because this 8 of Pentacles is work, but, you know, it is, you know, positive movement forward, basically, you know, helping you to ascend and use your intuition. Because like I always say, your intuition, you know, a lot of people think like it's something that is mental, it's something that you see, but actual intuition actually is, the home and hub of intuition is the heart. It's something that you feel. It's something that you feel. And for some of you guys, you're learning how to surrender. Like, it could even be like a pattern of always putting your head above your heart, which I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. But you can, you know, something can, you know, rationally make sense to you. But what matters is how it feels. What does it feel like? It may look practical, look rational, you know, but it's all in like, what do you feel? And what's crazy is even, oh my God, even in this card, you know, he's standing in the room and he's looking at the heart, but it's like almost torn between the heads in the clouds. You see this green, but, and then the clouds for the air, but it's almost like, you know, needing to make a decision, because for some of you, some of the plants that, or some of the seeds that you may have planted didn't yield you the actual fruit that you wanted. It's almost like it evaded you, because like they say, I'm getting, you know, a watch pot never boils. You got something, but what you wanted may still, or, you know, what you want may still seem to be a little out of reach. You know, so you got something, but, you know, But let's dig a little bit deeper here. Messages do we need in regards to this energy and spread for the week, for the collective? What messages do we need in regards to this energy and spread for the week? What messages do we need in regards to this energy and spread? This sun in this card, whatever this wisdom is for you, because this is like the Hierophant energy. There's some type of, I feel like, lesson, or like I said, it's wisdom or knowledge that you're coming into, you know, it's coming into recognition almost for you. Like you could be, I'm getting a lot off of this. Like I'm getting loyalty with the dog here. You could be learning a lesson in loyalty. You could be learning the value of, you know, family. For some of you, it is, you know, like what true value is. For some of you, you could be like seeking out some type of wisdom. That's what I'm feeling too. For some of you, this may come from a book. If you're reading something right now, you may get a certain message in the book. And I just heard like bigger isn't always better. I don't know who that's for. to help assist them as well. So just, see how it resonates. Alright, we're gonna do one more. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the Five of Swords, which I'm feeling is like, it's normally looked at as a card of like conflict. This could be mental conflict. It could be, I see it as arguing, because swords are, words as well. Things spoken. So for some of you, there could be a person that, you're, having an exchange of words with. It could be like in regards to a breakup, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be you, could be you leaving a job. And I'm actually just gonna start, reading what comes through. You guys already know, if you've been on my channel, you have to place it to where it fits for you. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but every encounter that we have, or people that we deal with, there is some type of relationship there. It doesn't mean it's a love relationship. You could be arguing with a friend, a parent, whoever is in this energy, or the energy. It could be you arguing with, having an internal conversation with yourself. You just have to understand the energy, because that's what I read. And like I said, for some of you, it could be work. It could be, with someone at work, a co-worker. But there's some type of, I almost feel like a heated exchange of words in regards to, something that was Three of Swords for you. Some type of loss, pain, upset, heartbreak. But it, it's in regards to some type of suffering, whether it's with this person or whether this is you as this Queen of Wands, tackling thoughts within yourself. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Tower. Sheesh. So there could have been, some type of conflict in regards to, work, money that you share with somebody. It could be a business, but there was some sort of tower moment. And for some of you, it is kind of has you, like feeling. For some of you, it was a humbling experience, as we went from a queen to a page. And this Page of Wands, Page of Wands is giving me the same energy as this recognition and reward. So there was some type of because of what I'm getting off of this is, like I said, some type of humbling, some type of surrendering. But whatever this tower was, it feels necessary. It feels like, it was very necessary. But let's see. What messages do we need? We had a flipper. So what came out, we have the Magician with the Hermit. Ooh. Both Virgo energies. And we are in Virgo season. Then we have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Coins and the Empress. Ooh, with the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, you could be reflecting with this Page of Coins. Is what I'm feeling, like a very, reflective or studious energy, wanting to learn something, kind of almost like this here, seeking some type of, I almost feel like evidence. And it could be, in regards to someone in this Empress energy. Which, with the Wheel of Fortune, like, because I'm almost getting the energy of someone wanting to fix something. Trying to create, as this Magician, a new beginning. With this Ace of Pentacles. So somebody is trying to, like, come up with, I almost feel like a plan. Because as this Hermit energy, there's something that you've seen, some type of enlightenment you've had or may have, that is going to help you, like, that's almost showing you the decision that you need to make. And what it looks like to me is like you're looking at this door, which represents the heart chakra, which is here. And it's like that's what has you, stuck at a standstill and conflicted, not knowing what to do in regards to this decision that you need to make. With the Two of Wands being like that crossroads, and the Two of Swords. But that Two of Swords is telling me, like, it's clear. Like, that's what I'm hearing. It's clear. It's almost like you know that you need to choose your heart with this energy. Wherever your heart is leading you, that's what you need to choose. And even look at the green. But this Two of Wands is like also saying, like, the choice is yours. Because it's like, especially with the Six of Pentacles, you're like almost trying to calculate how can you. It's almost like I feel an energy of get to something. How can you attain something, whether that's a person, place, or thing? For some of you, it is this Empress energy. But they're behind you. So it's like you're not, it's like, it's almost like because you're not seeing them, it's almost like giving me like a out of sight, out of mind type of vibe. Because this Empress is with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like if this is another person for you, this Empress is, almost like, how can I put it? Like, this person is like doing their own thing, honestly. Like they're, doing their own thing. And it's almost like they're right in front of you, but you don't see them. And for some of you, you could be seeing some type of, manipulation or some type of person in this Magician energy. like almost, I don't know, we're going to clarify the Magician. Tell me about the Magician. Because it's something that you're seeing or something that you will see. Some of you are like looking at what you could have created with the person that didn't turn out to be, like, it's almost like they were manipulating the energy around you to make it seem like, it was a new beginning, and, you guys were, moving forward. But the only thing I can say is what I feel is like it's not what it seems. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of hidden illusion or something with this Magician energy, because we have the Chariot, which this Chariot is trying to move away from this Magician energy and out of this, Five of Pentacles, where if it was another person or even work, like you were carrying and, doing the brunt of the work, carrying the brunt of the load, carrying the whole thing. You were, it's almost like you were the one that was creating and doing it. But I almost feel like what's hidden is like they make it seem like it was them. With this Moon energy, it was some type of illusion being constructed around you. Or, if it's resonating, like you were the one doing this. So with the Hermit, like, what I'm feeling is like it's time with the Wheel of Fortune and this Knight of Wands. It's time for you to like create your own. It's time for you to how can I put it? Like, it's time for you to be the Magician. Because even with the Knight of Wands, it's like you're wanting that. Knight of Wands is a, it's fiery energy. It's that wanting to get up and go and do and, having that passion, that drive. But you're, standing still. Like, it's almost giving me like an energy of wanting to like almost renege on maybe a promise you made to someone with the Page of Cups and the Devil. But you're trying to like I said, it's giving me the energy of renege. Like you're trying to, you need to do what's best for you as this Nine of Pentacles. And so that you can close out this cycle and bring in justice. And it's almost like the bag that you were holding, it's time for you to like the bag is going to drop on them. Like, I hate to say it that way, but that's just what the cards are saying. Because it's like the bag that you're carrying and you're doing all the work, that's your bag. Or, the load that you're carrying. Like, it's like you're carrying someone else's load and don't want to drop it because I don't know. It's not making sense to me. It's like you don't want to drop it because it's like there's still like hope that you're going to get what you want. But the cards aren't saying that. The cards are actually telling you to like move. You have to make a decision to almost like choose yourself as this Page of Cups, which would set you free from whatever this is, this contract, this relationship, this job, whatever it is. But this stuck energy here, it's like because your heart is telling you, like, Tell me about the Two of Wands and Two of Swords. I'm going to clarify that together. Yeah, like, oh my God, this is almost like the same reading from the weekend. So this is what this is telling me, is that for some of you, through that weekend reading, it's like you seen what would need to be seen. Regardless of, like, those, all my readings are timeless, so it's whenever you come across them. But since, you know, this is the next one I'm doing after, this is gonna be with the moon in Gemini, because the magician is, you know, it's Gemini energy also. With this with the moon moving into Gemini, you know that this cycle is over, and it's kind of like you're breaking your own heart. This, with the Ten of Swords, whether what you know or what you see is like some type of betrayal, it's like you need to get rid of it. You need to just close this out, and the world is, you know, confirming that this cycle needs to end so that you can be happy. As the Nine of Cups. Give me one more for the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. Because there's some, like I said, we got the 2 and the 10. That's the 8 of Swords. This is, you're doing this to yourself. It's like you're causing your own suffering. Yeah, because there's something. Look, you're like, with this 9 of Wands, it's like you're just, you have to stop fighting yourself. You have to stop fighting what you feel and just go for it. And for some of you, it's like, if you're wanting to talk to somebody, just reach out, because the 8 of Wands is communication as well. And I feel like from what you've seen or will be seeing, you want to communicate with somebody. You could be watching them, or, you know, vice versa, them watching you. Tell me about the 6 of Coins. Yeah, for some of you, you're trying to figure out if this is a person that you want to move towards or communicate with. You're trying to figure out how to do it, because maybe you look to them as like a source of inspiration, like they help you navigate. It's almost like they make you feel big in a way. Like they make you feel like noticed. I'll say that. Or for some of you, you're trying to figure out how can you come out of this Page energy and step into this King of Wands, this Page of Wands, and elevate to the King of Wands, where you actually, you know, like almost like be brave. Because for some of you, this Page of Wands is like, the pages are like a very playful, childlike energy. But some of you are like, and no disrespect to nobody, but some of you are too old, like physically, to be sitting in that energy. It's like you need to step into this Hierophant energy. And like learn how to, for some of you it is communicate and not be so rigid as this Knight of Pentacles. Or, you know, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. It's, you know, he's very practical. He's very reliable. Some of you are needing to, you know, learn how to, you know, be that, like I said, because it's Taurus energy. And it's like be, you know, like take charge, but not controlling charge. I feel like there's something else here. Yeah, that Tower. There's something else here. Which I think that this Tower, and I'm going to clarify it. It's like coming through as a sudden realization. For some of you, it is the breakdown of something. But it's to get you into this King of Swords energy to see, you know, clearer. Tell me about this Tower, because we've seen it, what, 3 times already? Tell me about this Tower. Alright, so we got clarifying the Tower, we got the Queen of Wands, and I believe that's what, Judgment. 20 is Judgment. So if this Queen of Wands, this is the second time she's come out, if this Queen of Wands is another person for you, there's some type of, you know, Tower moment that's happening between you two, and you're needing to make a decision on whether, you know, you're going to see this person for who they are, which is Queen of Wands is giving me the same energy as the Magician. But if this is all you, it's like, it's this, whatever Tower moment is happening or happened or, you know, maybe to come for you, is to put you into this Queen of Wands energy so that you take charge and, you know, have the confidence to, you know, it's going to get like almost boost your confidence so that you can go ahead and make this decision. What's Judgment doing here? Why is Judgment here? Yeah. Look at this. We got the Empress and the Six of Swords. So what this Judgment is going to do, if it's all you, it's actually going to show you that, you know, you're going to like see through this Tower moment the value of yourself. It's going to, by you having confidence and, you know, being, you know, making a decision to walk away from whatever situation or circumstance you may be in, it's going to be like you taking your power back. But it's like going to be through, excuse me, the Queen of Wands energy, like having that confidence, that courage, because it's fire energy. But for some of you, this is, you know, this decision that you need to make is going to be going towards someone that you see as this Empress energy, which is not this Queen of Wands energy. with the Six of Swords, like it's pointing you, like, or this is a person that's going to point you in the right direction. But you have to, you know, almost like you have to make that judgment call. You have to, it's almost like I keep feeling like that humbling energy. Whatever happened in the situation, you're gonna have to, you know, just face it. Because there is, you know, this Ace of Pentacles, there is something new to be had. There is something new to be had. Something more grounded, real. And, you know, there's, you got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles in between. So it's going to be something real and tangible. It's going to be what grounds you. But there's also like love there as well with the Ace of Cups, and that's balancing out. That's what is going to balance you out. It's almost like there's a false foundation. And I want to say like this was the energy from last week. And this is why, you know, it's still stuck, because you're still, it's like you're battling ending the cycle. So until you decide to like actually go from this page to this king and actually take some type of action, honestly, I don't even feel like you have to do that anymore. It's like you were thinking about it, but it's like the universe like took over and was like, nah, I'm about to show you this real quick so we can get you where you need to go. And this was like what I just talked about in my podcast episode, you know, in regards to when things suddenly happen, how, you know, it's not, sometimes, you know, things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, whether we can see it in the moment or not. But it's like, sometimes these tower moments, and I know, like in the tarot community, people always look at the tower as a bad card, and you know, I just don't feel that way as a reader. I feel like, you know, a tower comes in to take away what, you know, we may have been procrastinating on, you know, getting rid of. Or, you know, because a tower to me frees up space. It clears out clutter to usher in something new. You know, it gets rid of that. You know, it's going to break something down all the way to like, you can't rebuild it. You have to start anew. And it's like some of you keep trying to figure out a way to keep something that you're already in going. And that's you know, manipulating it. You're trying to, or someone else is trying to manipulate something to stay the same. And the energy is not calling for that. The energy is calling for you to have something new. Something more heart-centered. And it's like you're fighting it. So you know what happens, like I said in my podcast, when you keep resisting something, all you do is create more resistance. But, you know, like sometimes divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, is, you know, you get something thrown in to shake it up because the energy has been too confined and constricted. Energy needs to expand. It's just like when you shake up a soda. All of that carbonation inside of that bottle, what happens when you shake it up and then you try to open it? It's going to explode. Like you have to just, the bottle gets tight because all of that stuff is being suppressed, and it's like, no, it's time for you to free yourself. It's time for you to move away from that energy and step into your own power. And don't let someone else, you know, be the magician of your life. You have to be your own magician. You have to create what you want. And for some of you, like, this shit is, like, I hate to say it like this, but it's setting you free from something that wasn't really who you are. But you're fighting it. You're fighting it. You're fighting it. And all you're doing is, like, creating your own suffering. So what's the guidance or advice? What's the guidance or advice? Come on, guys. Pardon me, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize. Sorry about that, y'all. But I just completely threw it off. I apologize. Whew. But let's just see what the guidance or advice is. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have not the right time, which is giving me an energy of, like, I feel like this is what's holding you back, is you feel like it's not the right time. You feel like there's something, like, it's like I said, there's like almost a waiting energy that's been here. It's like you're still waiting to see, in a way, what has already been shown to you. And what has been shown to you is that whatever you're looking for, you know, honestly, is what you were looking for. Like I said in this card, and shout out to the artist for this depiction of it, because it's like you wanted something bigger. But what you got, I mean, you did get something, but it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So it's like you're still, you know, like I said, I got, you know, I heard a watch pot never boils. Whatever is down here within these roots of this seed, that you planted is not, it didn't, like, I hate to say like this, but it didn't produce the fruit of, you know, the fruit that you wanted off the tree, the fruit that you wanted. These big juicy peaches up here, like, I just keep getting it evaded you, because it's almost like you're still in this battle between your head and your heart. And I think, you know, for some of you through this tower moment, it's going to be what shows you. It's going to be like like I said, bigger isn't always better, but it's also giving me the energy of, like, some of you, you know, you gotta learn how to plant better seeds. Because it's almost like you're not satisfied with the fruits that are on your tree. You're you're focused on what you lost, or, you know, what you didn't get. And it's because it was almost like it was, you know, unrealistic, unlikely, like, or this is, you know, like, sometimes the cards come through literal, like, you're saying it's not the right time, but Spirit is like, I doubt that. We have the Wheel of Fortune out here. It's time. It's time. So what's the guidance or advice? What's the guidance or advice? And what's that? What's the, oh my God. What movie is it? Because I just heard or, you know, I think it is in a movie too. Is it Bring It On? The Be Aggressive, but I know, like, you know, in school at the games, they always used to, you know, the cheerleaders used to sing the be aggressive, be aggressive. It's time for you to take action. If you want success and you want things to get better, you have to take some type of action. You have to be assertive. You have to go for what you want and what you're feeling. You just gotta go for it. You can't, you know, sit around and wait on, you know, like, someone else to do it for you. You can't sacrifice your own happiness for the satisfaction of someone else. And, you know, it's almost like giving me an energy of, like, settling for less. Like, I'm just gonna stay here and keep doing this and staying with this person or staying at this job because it's comfortable. Because of, well, like, it's almost like being lost in illusion or imagination, which imagination is good. Illusion, on the other hand, it's not real. So within the next few weeks, some of you are going to have to, you know, start communicating and, you know, having to speak your truth, speak your peace, speak whatever. You gotta speak power over your life because you're ready to do it. And you just have to trust that you're not always, like, gonna be met with, you're not always gonna be met with what you want, but you are gonna be met with exactly what you deserve. And you just gotta, like, trust it. You gotta trust yourself. Gotta trust yourself. Let me get y'all an empowering question, because that's what I'm feeling, so I'm gonna get one. and then we're gonna see what's going on. Sorry. Ooh. Let me get y'all one empowering question, and then we're gonna leave this reading as it is, as it stands, because it's very clear. It's very clear. Question do we need for the collective in regards to this energy for the week in this spread? All right, and this says, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Like, that may be, you know, it's just the bottom of the deck, but that may be just something that you may want to ask yourself, because from what I'm seeing here is like you want to experience something good, but there's a struggle in the middle, in between. There's a struggle. Give me one empowering question for the collective. And if you're feeling, you know, or in that energy of listen, if you're in that energy of where, like, if you can't see what's good or what is, you know, it's time, it's, you know, if you can look at your life and you know right now you're not seeing anything that you like or you want, it's time for a change. So the first one out was, what is my life is like when it is in balance? Some of you, you know, you may not even be able to answer this question because it's always been leaning more to one side or more to the other side. And like I said, I feel like there's a balance that you need to have. Then it says, who or what defines the contents of my life? Are you living the life that you want, or are you doing it because you're wanting to make it work? You're trying to force it to make it work. How is, you know, or is it, you know, is it a person? Is it, you know, you're trying to live up to the expectations of your parents or your family or your friends or your boss? Like, what defines the contents of your life? And then bottom of the deck we have, why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? Why are you doing them? Is it for you or for them? You have to make the choice to decide what you want for your life, why you want that for your life, and what are you doing to make sure that you get it. Because it says, another one, and then this is it, y'all, I swear. What are my most important values? How are they reflected in my life and in my daily decisions? Some of y'all, as you know, you're just sitting there, and this is no judgment, but you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen, waiting for what you want to just come out of nowhere. But some of you are also like trying to actually do the work, which is, you know, that's always positive. Some of you are like still trying to look to outside people, places, and things. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Like, you can always try to look to someone as being a mentor, a teacher, a guide, someone to help you or assist you, but you can't, you have to take responsibility and accountability first. You have to do it first. So that is the weekly reading, y'all. Sorry it went so long, but you guys already know what I always say. Spirit guides the reading. And, you know, I try to just do my best to interpret the messages the best way that I can. And, you know, this spread was lovely. It was definitely lovely. So, again, I'll just show y'all these questions that you may want to ask yourself this week or, you know, whenever. What is my life like when it is in balance? Who or what defines the content of my life? And why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? These first two, well, I'll say this middle one, who or what defines the contents of my life, seems to be like, that should just be you. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Some of you, there's a fear of being judged by somebody for a decision that you're about to make, for who you want to be with. It's, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as you can live with yourself, that's all that matters. As long as you're happy and following what you feel in your heart, that's all that matters. Take whatever experiences that, you know, seem to, you know, fall away, or you start seeing like the truth of a situation, of a person, whatever that is, just accept it and move on. Because at the end of the day, there is no losses. It's either wins or lessons. No losses. It's never a loss, because there's always something to gain. All right. So as always, I thank you for tuning in with me, and I will see you all on the next one. All right. Later.